What's up, boys and girls, Dynarex here, and welcome back to another brand new video. Today we continue our journey into Formula 1 with round number 13, the Italian Grand Prix. Now, if you didn't check out the last video, do check it out, because it was an interesting race. It was a disaster in qualifying, but really good damage limitations. But yeah, since it's a home GP, I have a little surprise for you. Lamborghini has a little surprise for you, so take a look. That's right, a special one-off livery for the Italian Grand Prix this is. And yeah, so like I said before, we are in a championship fight for a top 5 finish with a McLaren and of Lando Norris and the two Ferraris. Now I believe the closest Ferrari to us is 13 points, and I don't think we are really in contention for a top 5 because Lando Norris is 31 points in front of us. But I do believe that we can get a top 6 at least. So without further ado, let's continue fast forward into straight into qualifying then. So as we start the first lap in Q1, I do have to say that we are using 0-0 wings, and also we have a brand new engine in the car, because if you don't remember, last round we had an issue where Lamborghini just didn't change the engine. Like, it's the same way as the same thing that happened with us in Austria, where they didn't change the engine going to qualifying, and then we have to take a penalty, but then we ended up retiring that race. So yeah, we have a brand new engine in the car, so we should be theoretically doing fine. So the first lap was okay. We were a couple of tenths off, but as we go into the second lap, then already such a better first corner than what it was for the first time around. And as we go towards the end of the lap, we already made it through to qualifying to Q2. But look at that, 1.2 seconds gained, almost 1.2 seconds gained at the end. Do we make it through into Q3? We sure as heck, yes we do, first place. Alright, then first lap into Q2 then. This is. So, oh my god, we have run wide. We have run wide. So, it didn't start as a good lap. Ferrari already making their laps in. But yeah, that was a horrible final corner. And look at that. Look at the traffic. Thank God that we weren't held up massively. But that was a moment of, you know, really anxiety over there. As we go on to the end of the lap, then let's see what it's going to be. It's 2 green sectors, but at the end of the line it is 1/10 off, so it wasn't a great lap. Right now we're out of qualifying. P15, remember, top 10 make you through. P15 right now, as we see the first corner, so oh my god, there's a lockup, but it's so much better than what it was before then. So as we go on to the end of the lap, similar amount of time gained. Actually, we're increasing the time gained to 1.3, even 1.4 seconds. What is it gonna be? Are we gonna make it through? We were last place. Do we make it through? Yes, we do. P5. Oh, okay. All right. So as soon as we get into Q3, we are presented with a brake system fail. So hopefully Hopefully that's
Okay,
not...
here's an update. We've got a leak in the hydraulic system, so it's going to be a few minutes before we can get
Yes,
back out on
sure,
track
sure,
again.
Mark. Few minutes. We're gonna go straight into the first lap then. Keep in mind, this is a used set of tires, so we also use that in the beginning of Q2 because we had... Oh my God, that's a huge lockup. Okay, that lap is basically just ruined now. But yeah, so we're still gonna finish the lap in case, you know, something happens near the end of the qualifying session and we can't get a second lap in. At least we have this lap in. It's 3.7 seconds off. That is a lot. So we are gonna start the final lap. We are the last car out on circuit, and we are gonna... It's a massively already a massively improved turn one. Then we already gained 1.4 seconds, and by the end of the lap to our car chicane we go. 4.4 seconds gained, 2 purple sectors, the first middle sector of purple, the first purple middle sector that we have had this whole entire weekend. Then 4.5 seconds gained. This, if we keep it through in the final corner, yes we do get we get a decent we do get a decent final corner. We have gained 4.4 seconds. What is it gonna be? It is going to be pole position in the home Grand Prix. Let's get it.
Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Grim Reaper lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Norris, Gasly, Liam Lawson, Russell, Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Bottas, Joe, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Ocon, Sargent, and Oscar Piastri. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit easier.
It's not only the home race for our engine supply, it's a home race for the car as well, for our team as well, Mark. Don't forget that. So we are going to start off with the medium tires then. Crucially, Max Verstappen in second place starts off with the soft tires, and crucially, his championship rival, the closest one in the championship battle, George Russell, he's down outside of the top 10. That is incredible. So the other 3 championship protagonists, so they are 3rd and 4th, but they are pretty much out of the championship already. 4 rounds to go there. I believe they're 50 points behind first place. So yeah, we are just asking our engineer if there any chance of rain, because it looks very overcast then. So yeah, we have to try to defend really aggressively to heavily charging Max Verstappen, I have to say, as we do a ceremonial burnout and go almost into the pit lane then. But yeah, we have to make sure to keep ahead of Max Verstappen, and it will be crucial to be ahead of Max Verstappen on the start then, as we try to get the oh my god, we have messed up.
Okay,
We have
not
messed
best
up the
placement there,
starting
mate.
grid
Let's try and
position.
get a good launch as the race
And
starts.
yeah, so that
Keep an eye on
hasn't
the
been
lights. The start
a
sequence
really
will
great
begin as-
start. So we're gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's going to be lights out, and away we go. We get a great start. Lewis Hamilton doesn't go anywhere. He gets jumped by 2 positions at least, but we get a great start. We are already ahead, and we are pulled almost a half a second gap to Max Verstappen. Then a great start that was. So we're gonna let's look at a replay of what happened at the start. This is our POV then. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton just does not get away at all. He just stalls on the line, and that was incredible. That was an incredible start from us. And yeah, Lewis Hamilton, a really horrendous start. He falls to P6 from P3 to P6. He loses 3 positions. But yeah, Alonso is up to P3, and Lance Stroll is battling out for P9 then with Charles Leclerc, who is gonna come ahead. I believe it is Charles Leclerc who stays ahead of Lance Stroll. But as we go on to the onboard of Lewis Hamilton, yeah, that was a horrendous start. That was a horrendous start for Lewis Hamilton, and I believe that our teammate also got caught on because of this. And yeah, you can see we already lost 3 positions, and I think that was Charles Leclerc trying to go around the outside into turn 1 then, but he has none of it, or Carlos Sainz, I believe it was. But yeah, this is this is all just constituting up from the Mercedes ahead. And our teammate, I believe he loses like 5 possessions on the start. He already lost 3. And look at that, both that's George Russell and the Stake Sauber already ahead, and both the Stake Saubers battling our teammate. Then our teammate gets back 1 position, maybe even 2, but no, he has to settle back. But yeah, that was a really horrendous start for our teammate as Max Verstappen alongside us, and that was a huge intense moment as we had a lockup down in the final corner, and this is us going side by side with the championship leader then, but we do keep a car in front, and that was a first mistake of ours, maybe hopefully the last mistakes as we look at the McLaren this one was happening when we made that mistake. This is Lando Norris trying to make a move, I believe, on the Red Bull of Sergio Perez and another championship protagonist. And oh my god, he tries to go around the outside. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna come out ahead? I believe it's still Sergio Perez, and now he's Lando Norris is under pressure from the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Sergio Perez going around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Who is gonna come out ahead of these 4 people? Is it going to be Fernando, or is it going to be Sergio? It's going to be Fernando Alonso getting the traction, and so is Lewis Hamilton. He's back up to P5 then. And behind them, Charles Leclerc is losing a place from a Williams. What is happening? Ferrari down in the dumps. And what a move that was from Liam Lawson. He is now defending from Charles Leclerc, but what a move that was. As we go on to as we go back to our POV, then hopefully we don't make the same mistake we did in the first corner. Yeah, we don't make the same mistake. But now, crucially, with the soft tires, and maybe now his soft tires have warmed up Max Verstappen's, and now he is going to try to come around the outside. But we keep ahead still. We keep ahead as we lock up into the first corner then. But we somehow keep ahead, and we do have a gap of 2 P3 then. But so as we keep skip forward to later in lap 2, then this is Lewis Hamilton. Oh my god, Sergio Perez locks up into the Scotty chicane, and Lewis Hamilton is ahead now, and now Lando Norris is gonna try to make a move on Sergio Perez then. So Lewis Hamilton, the big winner out of this, he's back up to P4 then, but Lando Norris tries to make a move around the outside of Parabolica. Is he gonna make a move? Is he gonna make the move stick? Yes, he has. He is up to P5, and Sergio Perez, actually, he's gonna fight back. He's gonna come right around the on the right side of the McLaren, and they're gonna be side by side going into turn 1. They're always gonna come out ahead. Sergio Perez on the inside line makes it the outside line for turn 2. He does get the traction, and he does keep the position in P5. Then this is what was happening. This is what was happening later into the lap. Then for Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon and George Russell. Then George Russell tries to make him. He is gonna make it 3 wide with the Ferrari and the Williams. He is on the inside. This is the main. One of the main 2 championship protagonists, George Russell is, and is he gonna make it around the outside with both the cars? No, he doesn't. But now, actually, Alexander Albon, he is gonna make a move. He's gonna try to make a move on the Ferrari, but no, he actually is gonna lose a position to George Russell. George Russell tries to make another move on the Ferrari, but no, thinks better of it. But now he is up, and now he's up a position now as we go on to the first and second Lesmos. Then as we go on to our POV, and then we have gone wide, and there's Max Verstappen alongside with us on the DRS straight, the second DRS straight. He does get DRS. We have to force him out, and through into the Ascari chicane we go. And yeah, that was an intense moment yet again then. But yeah, and now Fernando Alonso has caught up to us. 7-6 the gap is now as we go on to the start finish straight. Then this is Fernando Alonso as he sets as he sets the fast lap of the race. Max Verstappen trying to make a move down the inside. No, he will not. We get it stopped barely though. We defend successfully into lap 4 then. That now this feels like it's going to be a race-long battle with the championship leader currently. But yeah, hopefully we can keep hopefully we can keep ahead and we lock up into the chicane then, as we have to force Max Verstappen out wide, and Max Verstappen is actually gonna be losing a position to the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso. Then he is gonna lose a position to Fernando Alonso, and we have gone right. Fernando Alonso is gonna go into the lead of the race. We have to make a move back on Fernando Alonso, but we can't use more ERS, and Fernando Alonso is up into P1. Fernando Alonso is leading another race then in Formula 1, and we have not had the best of the exits from Ascari chicane, and we're gonna sit back, and Max Verstappen is actually losing a place from the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton around the outside of Parabolica. Is he going to make the move stick? No, he is not. Max Verstappen, no, actually, he's going to come side by side with Max Verstappen again then. Lewis Hamilton is, and we have to defend from the Red Bull as well. The Red Bull around the outside into turn 2. Is he going to get the traction? Yes, he will. And will the McLaren get the traction? Yes, he does on the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Then as we go back to this was what was happening with our teammate then on the same lap. He's going to try to make a move on Zhou. Of the Salba of Zhou, and he does make a move stick, and he makes it pass on Alexander Albon. That was a great move, and he's actually gonna get 2 moves done in the span of 2 corners. That was an incredible move from our teammate. As we go back to our POV, then the gap 1.5 seconds. Oh my god, we have gone wide again, and Max Verstappen is gonna go side by side with us yet again. He is gonna overtake us this time. He's gonna fully overtake us this time with DRS. We have to make a move. No, we can't make a move into the Ascari chicane then. But now hopefully we can get a run onto the back straight then. We're gonna be side by side. No, we're not. We have to think better of it. We can't be side by side. We are side by side. But look at that, we have passed the DRS detection zone. We get hit, and we're out wide, and Max Verstappen pushes us out wide. And crucially, we don't get the DRS. It's Max Verstappen who gets the DRS, and this is what is happening behind us. Lewis Hamilton, he gets up to P3, and Lando Norris gets up to P4 momentarily, falls down to P5. now Charles Leclerc, all of a sudden, he's up to P3. So this is what was happening, I believe. Then, what? Just look at that. That's a three-wide moment with the Red Bull, the Mercedes. That's a four-wide moment almost. That is. But yeah, that was a really intense battle. Then Max Verstappen gets ahead and gets P5 then. But yeah, as we look up, and now our arch nemesis, the Ferrari, is up to P2. And now, crucially, we're not even going to get DRS because we already passed the detection point in front of the Ferrari. And now we don't have DRS. We actually have Lewis Hamilton trying to attack us. We're gonna throw it down there inside of the Ferrari. We're gonna go down there inside, and we're actually gonna go off the circuit almost. We get a warning for collision with the Ferrari. We get a new strategy option. We are gonna take that. We are gonna pit one lap before our lap. Then this is a replay of what happened. That was a huge dive bomb on the Ferrari, Italian versus Italian team, that is. And we actually caused him to actually almost lose another place to Lewis Hamilton. But Lewis Hamilton can't get the traction out on the outside. And we do get the move done. And so this is the same lap. This was actually George Russell. He lost the possession to Liam Lawson again. Then he makes a move on the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and he goes around the outside of Liam Lawson. And is he gonna make the move stick, or is the Williams gonna get the traction? I think the Williams has gotten the traction. Then that is hindering George Russell. Then and this is the going on to lap 8. Then we are on the back straight of lap 7. This is the two Red Bulls going toe to toe. Who's gonna come ahead? I believe it's Max Verstappen ahead of his teammate then. But what actually Max Verstappen is trying to make a move. It's a three-wide move with the two Red Bulls and the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton gets passed by both the Red Bulls. Then Max Verstappen around the outside of turn 2. He does get the traction on his teammate, and Lewis Hamilton successfully defends from the McLaren. But yeah, that was an insane battle. Again, another intense move, and and that is Charles Leclerc almost losing his car out onto this first Lesmos. Then around the outside goes Max Verstappen onto the second DRS straight. Is he gonna make the move stick? Yes, he does. He does make the move stick. So this is a replay of what happened on onboard. He almost loses his car, and that just gives Max Verstappen the best chance to overtake him. Then this is Sergio Perez. He tries to make a move on Charles Leclerc then. And is he going to make a move down into the final corner? He's down on the inside. He doesn't make the move stick. But Lando Norris, I think he does make the move stick on Lewis Hamilton then. And this is Sergio Perez trying to make a move. And it's another almost another three-wide situation this time. But who is it going to come ahead? Is it going to be Sergio Perez, or is it going to be Charles Leclerc? Into turn 2 they go, turn 1 and turn 2. Is he going to get the power down? Yes, Sergio Perez does get the power down. He is up to P4 then. And so as we go on to our POV then, we have to look at the gap. It's already 6 seconds. I think that's the win gone, boys. I think that's the win gone. Unless Fernando Alonso gets a mechanical failure, I think that's a win gone. And this is actually, we're defending from Max Verstappen. Then Max Verstappen, we do make slight contact. We do make contact with Max Verstappen. Then Max Verstappen actually, he might actually lose a position to Charles Leclerc. So this is what was happening. We don't let him make a move on the outside into turn 1 then. And he does make a move. We don't touch on the first corner. We touch on the second corner. And he actually loses a position to Charles Leclerc then. And yeah, and this is Lando Norris trying to make a move on the second Red Bull then. He can't make the move stick. And this is actually, he does make the move stick then. So Lando Norris, take a bow. He's also in this. He's also... he might not be fighting for the podium yet, but he is right there. He will, capitalize on any any position that he can. And this is George Russell. Uh, he might make a move on. He's looking very close to the Williams. Then he might actually make a move pretty soon as we skip forward to later into lap 10. Then this is Max Verstappen trying to attack around the outside. He goes on to Parabolica off the Ferrari. The Ferrari actually has some. He's gonna make a move on. He's gonna try to make a move on us as we go slightly wider into Parabolica. But he can't make a move. But down in the start finish corner, he's gonna try to make a move around the outside. He tries to go around the left side, but we defend it very well. Then this is George Russell trying to make a move. A very late move on the Williams. He does get the move. He does make the move stick, and he is now up to P8. Hopefully, for the final time, he's up into P8, and now he can look forward later into the laps. Then, as we go as we go on to the first Lesmos, and as we have gone wide into the first Lesmos, and actually the Ferrari has hit us. And so this is the lap we're making a pit stop on. But for the Ferrari, oh my God, that was some contact made with the Ferrari. So what happened there? We have to take a replay of that. But I'm certain that he has damage. We have to gain as much time as we can to try to get as much time we can for this pit stop then. But that was some contact made, and I don't know what he was doing. He just got on. He just went on into the side pod. Then I don't think that was our fault. I think that's the first time that it wasn't our fault where we made contact with another car. Then, but yeah. So as we look at a replay of what happened, yeah, look at that. What was Charles doing there? Charles, instead of avoiding action, he plows. Oh my God, what was Charles doing? What was Charles doing? As we see another replay. But oh my God, what was Charles doing? Like, I don't know what to say. What was Charles doing? And this is the same lap. Actually, this is Lando Norris trying to make a move on Max Verstappen then. Is the McLaren gonna be ahead? Yes, he is. He's side by side with Max Verstappen. Then we are gonna come in this lap, and so is the Ferrari. But this is Lewis Hamilton. He might actually make a move on the Red Bull as well. As another 3 wide moment down into the first corner. Who's gonna come out ahead this time? Is it gonna be the Mercedes, the McLaren, or the Red Bull? They're still side by side into turn 2. Is the Mercedes gonna get the power down? I think he has gotten the power down, and now the McLaren also ahead then of the Red Bull then. But yeah, we do make a pit stop then, and we go on to the hard compound tires then. And yeah, that was yeah, a good is that, oh my God, Pierre Gasly's out. No, that's our teammate out of the race then. Pierre Gasly, I believe he has an engine failure. I believe this is Joe. This is a POV of Joe then. Let's see what oh my God, his engine just blew up. Oh my God, that's a huge engine failure then. So next lap then, Max Verstappen comes into the pit lane. Nobody else comes into the pit lane. It's just Max Verstappen then. And I think Liam Lawson also comes to the pit lane, so that statement was quite not right. But yeah, as we go on to the start-finish straight, let's see if the quote-unquote undercut is gonna work. Yes, it has worked massively, and we come out ahead of the Red Bull. And now we're and actually he's behind Lance Stroll as well then. So Max Verstappen behind Lance Stroll. I believe he has made a pit stop then. So this is actually this is what was happening next lap, later into the lap then. On Lance Stroll, he's gonna go around the outside into the Ascari chicane. Is he gonna make it work? Yes, he does. What an incredible move from the Dutch driver. And this is the leaders, not the leaders, actually the Mercedes and the McLaren, those guys coming into pit lane. Actually, Fernando Alonso also comes into pit lane, so the only one staying out is George Russell and Carlos Sainz, as we don't get don't get the bestest of exits out of the Ascari chicane, and Max Verstappen is gaining on us. He might actually make a move down into Parabolica. No, he doesn't make the move down into Parabolica. We do successfully defend well, but look at that, our ERS 5% left, and he is gonna get DRS. Then now we can't use any more ERS. We are weaving down onto the straights. Then we are ahead of Lewis Hamilton and them, but that was a moment where we could have lost what would have been P2 then, as we have gained time on Fernando Alonso. I believe we have gained 3 seconds on Fernando Alonso, but we lose right back onto the next lap. As we skip forward to the end of the lap number 14, this is us actually going side by side almost with Max Verstappen. Then into the final corner. Then the last remaining cars do come into pit lane. The last remaining 3 cars come into pit lane. George Russell he makes a pit stop, but we're side by side with Max Verstappen, and we successfully defend. Have we successfully defended from the Dutch driver? Yes, we have. But will the gamble work for the Brit, and will that do anything for his race? We'll find out soon enough as we skip forward to the end of lap number 15. This is actually Max Verstappen. He is gonna try to. He was thinking about making a move on us, and now almost Lewis Hamilton he's gonna try to make a move on him. Then, as we go on to the start finish straight onto lap number 16, we go. We have to push him out wide onto the white lines, and actually that is gonna make the Mercedes. It's another 3 wide moment. Let's see what it is gonna be. Who is gonna come out ahead? Actually, Max Verstappen side by side with us. He crucially he almost takes P2. We make contact with him again then, but we successfully defend well. And who is it gonna be behind them? George Russell. Is it gonna be the McLaren? Is it gonna be the Mercedes? The Mercedes currently are on the outside. Is he of the Curva Grande? He does make the move stick, and now George. No, he doesn't make the move stick actually. So the McLaren ahead into P4 then. So now he has actually made the move stick, and look at that. We have gone right again. We have gone right again slightly, but that is actually gonna invite the Red Bull into making another move down into the Ascari chicane. Can we defend the move well? Yes, we have. We go almost off. We do go off second, but we have defended it very well then. And let's see. That is actually gonna that's gonna leave Max Verstappen into the dust and through, and he actually is gonna lose a position to the McLaren driver, who is gonna come out ahead. Actually, he fights back and he gets the last podium place. But yeah, that was another 3 wide moment with Charles Leclerc around the outside. Let's see what is gonna happen with him then. Who is gonna come out ahead of over there? Charles Leclerc. He comes out ahead. He is up to P3 momentarily, but he is up to P4 then. He can't overtake the Red Bull then. But yeah, that was another 3 wide moment, and this is later into lap number 17. Then Charles Leclerc has to defend from Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton around the outside. He can't make the move stick, but is he gonna make the moves on the back straight? This is actually lots of cars making moves, and then actually he's defending. The Lewis Hamilton is actually defending from the McLaren. It's a 3 wide moment into Parabolica, and George Russell gets ahead of his teammate, and now George Russell might actually make a move on Lando Norris then with DRS. He's gonna have DRS. It's a drag race. It's another 2x2 situation. Maybe make that almost a 3-wide situation with the Red Bull coming around the outside into turn 2. Then who is gonna get the power down? Is it gonna be the McLaren? No, it is going to be the Mercedes. Through the Curva Grande we go, and actually Sergio Perez from P9, he gains 4 positions. Up to P5 he goes, but no, actually he has to defend. He has to work hard for it, and he does work hard for it, and he is up to P5. And this was Charles Leclerc. He tries to make a move on the Red Bull driver around the inside. Is he gonna make the move stick? No, he doesn't. And Max Verstappen successfully defends well, and this is George Russell on lap number 18. Then on the second DRS straight, George Russell goes up to P5 then now, and George Russell he started off outside of P10, and he's up to P5 now as Max Verstappen he tries to make a move on the back straight, but no, nothing can come off it, and we have gone wide, and now through goes Max Verstappen. We don't have DRS, we don't have ERS. He leaves us just enough space for our car to go through. We try to push him as wide as we can get, and we are gonna go down. We're gonna try to go down the inside with brake plates, and we're not gonna make any contact. And that was a great move, and that's actually gonna cause him to lose another place to the Ferrari. So yeah, as we skip forward to later in the lap, then this is Max Verstappen. He is gonna try to get the position back. He does get the possession back with a great move, I have to say. As we go on to lap number 20, then can we defend well from Max Verstappen this time? He already overtakes us, but we brake later. Then we make contact with him again. We have to go wide. We almost lose the car, and now again it's 2x2 behind us. Is Max Verstappen gonna lose another place through Grande? We go around the outside. Goes the Ferrari. Can we make the move? Can he make the move stick into the chicane? He does make the move stick. He is back up into the podium places. And now, crucially, this is not good for us because, we are in a championship fight with him, and we have gone wide, and through goes Charles Leclerc. But we're going to fight back. Going into the final corner, we are back ahead of Charles Leclerc, back into P2 then we go. But yeah, look at the gap up front. It is 18.4 seconds, but behind Charles Leclerc actually loses the place to Max Verstappen then. So this is what, as we go on to the offboard, this is, actually he's gonna lose. It's a 3-wide moment as we go back to our POE, and we have gone wide into turn one. And now, all of a sudden, Max Verstappen is up to P2. Can we get a power now onto Cover Grande? Yes, we do. Can we get a place back? Yes, we do. The gap, we still haven't made the whole move stick. Now we have the gap to P4 now. 1.5 seconds, slight lockup again into the chicane. And now, hopefully, look at that. George Russell is up to P4 then. George Russell, what a great comeback drive that he has had. He's right on the back of us now, and we have gone wide. And through goes Max Verstappen again, and onto the second DRS straight. We do make this is the 0-0 wings coming in clutch for us. We don't use ERS crucial, and we have gone wide again. And now, actually, George Russell somehow gets Max. So this is what happened then. So we are going side by side with Max Verstappen on the DRS straight. We do make the moves. We make a huge dive. We take Max Verstappen wide, and that crucially makes him lose a place to his championship rival then. And a lot of chaos happening behind them as well. Max Verstappen actually he might lose a place to the McLaren. It's 3 wide. Look at that. It's actually Max Verstappen successfully defends well, and Charles Leclerc he was thinking of making a move on not George Russell, sorry, Lando Norris then. And George Russell, he might actually make a move on us. No, he doesn't make a move on us. And this is actually the Ferrari. He's going side by side. It's the Ferrari. It's the pressing horses going side by side with each other. Who is going to come out ahead? Which teammate is going to come out ahead? Is it going to be Charles? It is Charles Leclerc. He is going to come out ahead. No, actually, through a parabolica they go. They're still side by side, and Charles Leclerc now finally he is ahead. Look at that, George Russell onto lap number 23. George Russell side by side with us. He has made the move stick. We make contact with another Mercedes again. Oh my God, what was that? That was a huge tank slapper. We go out wide. We go onto the grass then, and Max Verstappen ahead of us now. So, what a move! Oh my God, what just happened there? Both of us losing our cars, and now Max Verstappen is actually losing a place to Lewis Hamilton. Around the inside, Lewis Hamilton goes. He is going to make the move stick, or is he going to make the move stick? Yeah, yes, he does make the move stick. They're still, actually, they're still side by side, I should say. And the crucial Carlos Sainz, he's trying to stick his nose into this as well, but he can't he can't do anything at all. As we start the as this is the penultimate lap of the race, we look at that. Lewis Hamilton ahead, and this is us against George Russell. We're gonna go around the outside. We pass on the grass, and we lock up a huge amount. We go off circuit, then we have to give up the position to George Russell. Then, as we go on to the corner for the final corner for the penultimate time, we're gonna start the final lap of the race. Then this is the final chance that we're gonna get on George Russell with DRS. Look at that, no DRS. We have made contact with George Russell. We get damage. We get front wing damage, but crucially we get it stopped, and we do get up to P2 finally again. But we have damage, and now hopefully we can get it through. But as we skip forward, this is the replay. This is our replay of what happened with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is actually losing a place from Carlos Sainz. This is Carlos Sainz. Is he gonna make the move, stick around the outside into turn 1? Historically, has not worked out for anybody around the inside of turn 2. It's not gonna work out again, or is it? Actually, yeah, it does not gonna work out for Carlos Sainz, but for Fernando Alonso, take a bout. He has been really mistakeless. He has gained 28 seconds through he goes around the final corner, and for the first time in Formula 1 in a long time, it's win number 33 for Fernando Alonso. And actually, our story is not yet over, as we are defending very well. We make another bit of contact with the Mercedes driver, and we are still ahead. And now finally, hopefully, that is going to be it. It's 6-7 tenths now. Hopefully that is actually it. And George Russell actually has to defend from Max Verstappen. And this is Lewis Hamilton. Is he gonna lose a place? Around the inside goes Carlos Sainz. He is gonna lose a place on the final corner. But for us, it has been a really crazy race. I would say the win was never on the cards for us with the pace that Fernando Alonso showed, but it is a historic P2 for us in a home Grand Prix.
Top job, mate. Top job. Yes. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
Here we are then, a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another excellent Grand Prix. It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's Grand Prix. And there are a lot of people in the paddock very happy with this result. It's Aston Martin on the top step. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Fernando Alonso, wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
Let's move on to the constructors. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So, Fernando Alonso take a bow from P6 onto the top step of the podium. It wasn't a horrendous race for our teammate, but yeah, Max Verstappen losing round on the top of the table. He loses 3 points to George Russell, then the gap down to 17 points. And I think for Max Verstappen's teammate, I think that is it. I think that's his championship gone. And also with Lewis Hamilton as well, not that far in front. But yeah, I think that's it. Those two guys are out of it, and George Russell, he is well and truly in this championship fight, and Mercedes also crucially in the fight for the. They're in the fight for the constructors championship as well, as we also reduced the gap to the two Ferraris and McLaren of Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Lando Norris then. So we're also very close then. So it was a great race then. We do lose a place from P1 to P2, but really, to be honest, I don't think the win was on the cards for us at all. And I think Fernando Alonso was truly you know, the guy to beat today. I think nobody had the pace to beat him. Even when George Russell was ahead of us for like I think 3 laps, he couldn't catch up to Fernando Alonso at all. So Fernando Alonso, take a bow. He truly deserves his 33rd race win. And yeah, so with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do everything you want to do. Don't forget to hit the notification bell after you do subscribe. Until next time, bye.